everyone, welcome back to Hearthstone Highlights with the Dealer here. I've got a new deck for you, and it is a deck that has been taking the meta by surprise, and it is the Beast Druid deck. Now, let me show you about my custom Beast Druid deck. Let's see. Innervate, it is a good staple for the Druid, and is a great card. I'd recommend it in mostly every deck because of the utility of it. Wrath for removal and draw. Tenacious Aspirant. It's basically a wild growth but with a minion attached to it, and if it dies, whatever. You're still at the same mana level, but if it lives on the board, then you're gonna be able to drop a 4-drop on turn 3, which is practically game winning. Druid of the Saber, 2 for 2/1, choose one, transform to gain charge, or 1/1 on stealth. This is great on turn 2, and if you don't get it early, then it's still a great option because of the charge. I tend to find that I use it more for the charge during the late game, because usually the stealth doesn't really help you early, but not early, late, but the 2 mana 2 damage is quite useful if you don't have any other options. And I do like the stealth ability because it allows it to stick on the board most likely and be able to be comboed with different cards. Haunted Creeper, good staple beast, and when it dies, it spawns those annoying 2/1s. Hard for the opponent to deal with without a proper board clear. Savage Roar, we're running the Savage Roar Force of Nature combo. We're only running one copy of Force of Nature though, but Savage Roar is basically used for when you have a lot of beasts or you can pull off the combo. It allows for massive damage and in dire situations removal. Druid of the Flame, transform into a 5/2 or a 2/5, and this is a relatively good card. I mean, it fills up the free drop for the Druid quite nicely. Usually we just expect a shade of Naxxramas, but a free drop that can be a 5/2 can also be buffed, or a 2/5 for the aggressive decks, because you can destroy their 3/2 minions quite nicely with that. Swipe is good for direct damage, and the 1 damage to all other enemies is good against aggro. Keeper of the Grove, a staple in most Druid decks, deal 2 damage or silence a minion. It is very, very, very useful. I'm only running one of them though, because it's not a beast. If it was a beast, I'd be running 2. Savage Combatant, I wanted to add the new TGT cards to this deck. So Savage Combatant, Inspire, give your hero to attack this turn, and that is great because you gain free attack that turn, and that can be used to kill 2 or 3 drops, which is great, or just chip away the taunt. Wild Walker, this is what I'm talking about with the stealth ability that the Druid of the Saber has. If you stealth it up, then you can give it free health if you don't want to attack with it, which is very useful. It solidifies your early game and for the mid game, and it's a 4/4 for 4, which is good, solid stat. So I'm happy with that card. Druid of the Claw, it's a beast when you transform it. It's a charge, sort of like the Druid of the Saber, useful then, and also combos well with the Savage Roar. It also goes well. I normally play it as a 5 as a taunt. Keep the aggro decks at bay, and also it's very hard for mid-range decks to remove. Well, not very hard, but they'll have to sacrifice multiple resources in order to kill it. Druid of the Fang, if you have a beast, transform this minion into a 7/7. Now this catches people off guard. Normally they're not expecting a 7/7 from a Druid on turn 5. They're usually expecting. What are they expecting usually? They're usually expecting Druid of the Claw or Nourish on turn 5. But yeah, Druid of the Fang, pretty good card. And I like the Indiana Jones reference that plays when you summon it. Stranglethorn Tiger, just one of these, but it is a beast and it has stealth and it's got a good 5/5 stat. If you don't have Force of Nature, I'd recommend getting another Stranglethorn Tiger instead. That's probably the only swap I'd use. Force of Nature, just one of these, as I said before, combos with Savage Roar and can be used as removal. Ancient of Lore at 2, it took me a while to get these cards, but the Ancient of Lore is definitely, but it was well worth it because the draw 2 is just amazing, and on one occasion I had to heal my Druid of the Claw with the heal, but it's a utility heal, you don't have to go for the heal usually, but it's good that the option's there. And the Tharian, you can replace this with any legendary you want. I for one have the Scenarios, which I think I might add in actually. If you don't have like an endgame, like I'd rather have Malorn because he's a beast, but if you don't have any high 9 drops, you can use, even though you can use Ironbark Protector, but it's a little bit slow. I'd recommend using where is it now? Let me just go to it. Recommend using, where is he? Am I being stupid? Oh, he's a 7. Ah, my mistake. There we go. Stormwind Champion, because it buffs your other minions, because you're normally going to have beasts on the board. So yeah, I'm going to keep Scenarios in there. I think he might be a wee bit better, because we're normally going to have beasts on the board there, so he can buff them up by 2/2. So we're going to go on ranked here. I've had great success with it so far. It's usually just because it's so unexpected. That's what really wins the games, in my opinion. So if there's an influx of Druid Beast decks, then you might see the win rate decrease, but it's looking like a 75% win rate for me at least. But these are at low ranks because I got reset and I couldn't be arsed getting myself up because of the Grim Patron. But now it is not a problem. The Grim Patron and of course the Rush decks are still a problem, but we can usually handle them. But yeah, Grim Patron apparently now isn't a problem because of the Warsong Commander nerf. But I'm kind of interested in what the Grim Patron card will be used for now that it's not deck defining. I mean, it could be used in a warrior control deck because its ability is still the same. It's just a card that, it's just a card that benefits a lot from warriors 1 damage triggers. Anyway, so our starting hand wasn't great there. I was hoping for a Druid of the Saber or something like that. He gets a free. Didn't draw Wrath, so debating on whether I'd want to in fact we're gonna coin. I'm gonna destroy that. Reason being, don't like people having board control. Shame he's got that weapon, but he might want to kill a 1/1 or something along those lines. We really want to fight for board control here. Shame this isn't a beast because I could wild walker it, but shame these aren't beasts, but then they'd be OP. So let's see what he plays. Because we have swipe next turn for big threat. Right. He used a backstab on that creature. Okay. Good to know that. Oh, I got a notification on my phone. Sorry about that. Right, okay. So, if whatever pops out from this piloted shredder is a 2-free, we're a little bit screwed. But if it's a 3-2, which I hope it is, it's going to be alright. So we're going to use an on-tempo board clear. And that's great. It's not a 3-2. No, a 2-3 even, because then I wouldn't be able to kill it. So that's quite great. I'm thinking taunting the Druid of the Claw for the Wild Walker play next turn. It's hard for the rogue to get rid of the taunts unless they have sabotage or what's the other? Assassinate. I'm wondering what this guy's playing. We all know that Miracle Rogue is not a thing anymore. We're gonna play the taunt. We're gonna stick with the plan. We all know Miracle Rogue is not the. It's not what it is. It's not non-existent, but I think it's oil rogue. So if he plays a 2-drop and then oils, are you gonna oil? It's gonna be an oil rogue. If he oils here, it's gonna be quite bad for us because we don't have any way though. So see if he oiled, then we would be in a wee bit of a situation, but. Thankfully, we have the Wrath for the card draw, and then we're going to want to take a walk on the wild side and pop that. So he does get to keep his mech Iron Sensei even. But we get a good strong board and I can heal that next turn if I wanted to. Right. There's the oil. Okay. Okay. Alright then. Okay. Yes, see, this is where the Druid of the Saber comes into its own. Lion form. Yes, lion form. And then we can kill that. And then we're going to innervate and draw 2 cards. This means we, as you can see, he's running low on cards, and then he's only got 12 damage on that weapon, so if we heal up, we can probably stop the influx of damage. That is an 8-3. Okay, he's going to be conservative and play that. If we played this, then we wouldn't have any. We would have a follow-up play. We'd have this. So we can wipe his board and gain board control, which I'm liking. Unless we can gain 3 attack. We don't want to take 8 damage to the face. We're going to do this. So that dies, and this dies. So that's good. And then we might Savage Combatant Druid of the Fang. Okay. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Eviscerate probably 19, some other form of damage. But if playing this might be too slow, is the problem. We're gonna go. We're going to bank on the fact that he won't have we're going to take a risk here that see if we heal, then it's too slow. It's too slow. We're still gonna lose next turn. So he's weighing up his options. He's mousing over things. Hopefully that means he's. I think he's calculating lethal here. So this is the card he drew, which is another draw. So what could he draw? Is he trying to draw lethal? That could be lethal. I'm gonna mouse over some stuff. Maybe that makes him feel like I've got a game plan for this Druid of the Fang. Seems to work. Yeah, he's trading. That's brilliant. It's great that he's trading. Please trade that. Go do it. Trade that into that so we can... Yes. Okay. Okay, I think we can stabilize here. We've got stealth. I think I want to use this for card draw, but it's a bit risky. He's gonna sprint for 4 cards, which means he's probably drawn like an oil or something, which means we're probably dead. Be nice to add a healing touch in this, possibly. Yeah, going for the face with that. Oh my days. We have got to play aggressive now. Well, not aggressive. We've got to make him want to kill the fire cat and the ancient of lore and the lion or tiger. Because I don't want to absorb that damage to the face, but he looks like he's got a way to kill me. Eviscerate. Oh, Blade Flurry. I'll do it. He didn't misplay with the deadly poison though, but like... Well, did he? I mean, I don't know. It doesn't really matter now. We were still alive, but... Petition's Blade? Oof. Ooh, okay, I'm on 2. Eh. Oh well. I'm just gonna suicide. Oh well. Oil Rogue. I mean, Oil Rogue, I think... I'm not mad about that. I'm not really mad about that. Because Rogue is quite a weak class, and I think it needs the deck to be viable. I mean, with Priest you can play control, tempo, whatever. It doesn't really work for the Rogue. Not for me at least. I guess you could play Spell Power Rogue, but like it's the same with the Warrior. It really needed the Grim Patron deck, or you can either play control or Grim Patron. Or aggro, but then again, aggro warrior is not, because your spells deal damage to your own minions, so you don't really want to do that. So, you know, it's a shame that we encountered the rogue, but now we know that most rogues will be using the oil rogue. Well, most rogues will be running the oil rogue deck. Because I don't think they're running anything else. Force of Nature against a Hunter. I think we're going to use that for clears, most likely. A choice of 2 drops. Greetings. We're going to play the Elune because, no, not the Elune, the Aspirant, because if he doesn't kill it, then we're grand. Because then we can play the 2 those cards, but no, unfortunately not. both of them. We're just gonna kill that because it's a beast. I don't want him to get beast synergies off. I mean, we've got a board clear, but at the end of the day, he's not got a board, he's got a weapon. Leok. I'm not that concerned about Leok, because if he floods the board, we can swipe. So we're gonna go for this. And then since this is stealthed, it probably won't die, and then we can get the Druid of the Fang effect off, and then hopefully we scare him a bit. It could be control, it might be trap, it might be secret even. Okay. So we want to play this first. Now what do we want to get put back? Right, okay, good. So, unless, I can't remember the trigger for explosive trap, is if it's the face. Could be bear trap, I mean, so many traps. It's probably not misdirection, I mean, nobody runs that nowadays, but could be, every possibility it could be. If he floods the board, we've got Force Nature, so Timberwolf. Oh, that's an unlucky thing to get from Web Spinner. Okay. Okay. If this is explosive, which it most likely is, we can't heal him. If this was one turn earlier, if I had one more mana crystal, well, we're not playing this obviously. Go attack. Yeah, I knew what it was. Just, I mean, I could have not attacked, but I had a follow-up play, which was the most important thing there. Next turn, I do have the draw for the 2 cards. It does get a durability on that, but what could he play? Oh, okay. A Joust. He's running Harrison Jones. I don't know what this person is. I think he's a secret hunter. I'll happily trade this in and draw 2 cards. I'll happily do that. And now we have the combo. Savage Rock combo. Dr. Balanced. Right, we can swipe 4, 6. Spectral Creep. Right, okay, so we attack first. We gotta wipe the board. Right, good thing we attacked first. Deal 3 damage and summon a minion. And I'm doing that. It may seem like a waste, but we have cards that are good. And we just need board control to finish him off. If he pops my Spectral Creepers, we might be game. Might be game even. Please hit that Oh, he didn't hit that. Okay. So, Savage Roar, 4, 8, 12. Right, okay, if this doesn't kill, I can't calculate, but this doesn't kill and we do have the Keeper of the Grove. So, we're gonna go for this. Oh well. Could have gained the taunts. Was that a misplay? I didn't really take into consideration. If I calculated that better. Oh well. Rag has to hit. Is the main problem he's facing. That's the only problem he's got. Another secret. Oh, Rag triggers at the end of the turn. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. He's taking his time, he's considering. I like the fact that he's just done that. I like the fact that he's considering his options quite carefully. And he's trading. I like that about a hunter. If he's playing control. Deal 2 damage, so we'll just say that well played. And kill him. Beautiful. I love it when they trade. Oh dear. Maybe we can get a rank up on my old Druid. I don't think I'll ever get a golden portrait. I've got 50, I think, on my Druid. 50 wins. I think I played Paladin and Mage a lot, so I think they're in the hundreds, but... And Priest, I think, is around about 30, and then I don't play the other classes all that much. No, actually, Warlock's fun. I've got all the cards for Warlock, most of them. He's fun for Demon Lock, but apart from that, nah, I don't really play him. Don't like Handlock, it's a bit too slow. Like, there's slow and then there's Handlock slow. I'm gonna keep the Druid of the Flame. He's probably another one of these oil druids. Oil rogues, even. So we don't really want to lose a lot of health. Is our main concern. Okay. Alright. Okay. And we're gonna stealth up. See what he plays. Next turn we have the follow-up play of the Druid of the Flame. If he doesn't play anything, maybe we can go a bit greedy and go for the lion form. If not, hawk, or is it bird form or hawk form could really help us. I mean, 2-5. I mean, kind of hard to judge the Druid of the Flame. It's not apparent like the other druids. It's a little bit harder to just... Okay. Mind if I roll need is... Okay. 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 Okay, so we can risk it and go for the lion. Problem is he's probably got away because he's got a backstab. No, we're not doing that. We're not. He has that zero mana card. What is it called? The ooh, is it Shiv? No, it's not Shiv. It's It's backstab. No, what am I talking about? If he backstabbed the lion, then he'd get like he'd get tempo over me. So let's not do that. Please be a 2 health minion. That is not a 2 health minion. Okay. I think that's worth a wrath and see what we get. Now we certainly can't let you have that, so we'll just end its life. And we still have Druid. We have the beast trigger for the Druid of the Fang for 7/7, which is brill. Okay, so deadly poison. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's playing now. I think it is still a oil druid, rogue even. And I don't want to take the 2 damage, but I will. I will for the sake of board control. Because we do have that taunt, that delicious taunt. Really like to buff it up with free health though. Be a 4/9, I mean that would absorb most of the hits. This doesn't die to his knife as well, which is good. Right. Right. There's some very confusing decks here. I mean, is he trying to zerg me down? I can't tell is the problem. I can't tell what Argent Horse Rider. See, I can't tell. I can't read him. I can't get what he's trying to do. See, I wouldn't run that card particularly. Possibly in some aggro deck, but like, there's like better cards. Unless he got that in a pack and he's just. But he has been playing a long time because of the pirate thing. Okay, he doesn't like the taunt, so we're gonna play that immediately again, I think. It does look very aggro, so do I want him to go? Oh, I can do the taunt up, and I can innervate to give it free health. And even if that gets sapped, I still have a 4/4 on the board to deal with most of his things. I don't know how he's getting the card draw, and I don't really want him to gain any more, but I mean, if he doesn't have an answer to that, it practically shuts him down for the turn. That's alright, because we don't have any spells in hand, so he's debating over trading it. He probably should have done that before playing the loaf web. But still, are you gonna pop your shield? You are gonna do that, that's fine. Sinking a lot of cards into the killing that, which is great. That's an 11 mana Force of Nature, can't play that. So we're going to just hit your face a wee bit. 18 health. What could a rogue do for 18 health? Tinkers on a Assassin's Blade. Does he have enough mana for that? Is Assassin's Blade not 5 mana, not 4? I can't remember. Charge. Oil, no. Doesn't kill it. That does even, sorry, my mistake. Okay. If we played Force of Nature, That dies and that dies. And then that, and then he's left with a dagger and one card. And I'm left with 6, 7, 8. Right, we're gonna use... I don't trust him. I'm gonna use the a combo piece here to basically. Well, I'm gonna wipe the board because he's obviously aggro, and I'm gonna heal hopefully with the. Oh, he's gonna draw cards. Okay. All right. Well, then I'll probably just play the Ancient of Lore and then. Ooh, that's devastating, that. Okay. Gotta deal with this as well. So we may as well draw a card. That is the Druid of the Fang. 6/3. Okay. Okay. There are some cards that can kill me here, but we have been playing right so far. He is going to get more cards. Okay. 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 That is a damage to the face. A swipe here is good, isn't it? And the reason why we want to gain an armor here is because we're getting pressured. It's basically what he draws next, which will decide who wins. Okay, so you're bound to do 7 damage if you attack that. Sap. Buying time. Alright. Okay, let's see. 2, 4. Okay, hold on, let me count. 2, 7, 9. Because 4, 2, 4, 9. 9, yeah, okay, right. We've got him now. Because he gave us so much card draw, he killed himself there. I mean, the guy could have, whoever I played there, APH, I mean, you could have just not given me that amount of card draw. But, I mean, if you needed it, then, I mean, I'd kind of get rid of that Argent Horseman as well if you're playing that sort of deck. I think you just got that because it was a common in the TGT, so I think once you get a bit more dust, then make a better deck, hopefully. Anyway, Beast Druid deck, I think this is really interesting, and it catches a lot of people off guard, and I think that it's just a really solid deck. I mean, I think it needs more healing from what I just saw there with the Oil Rogue, but, I mean, I don't think Oil Rogue is popular. It's more Paladin Hunter sort of meta at the moment, so hopefully there is no problem there. But that's all from me now. I hope you have fun playing with the Beast Druid, and I will see you next time for more interesting decks. Goodbye.